All right, we are live. Hello, everyone. How are you? Come on in, come on in. It is a pleasure to be with you tonight. And you know what we are doing right now while we have just a couple of minutes before we get started. If you wouldn't mind sharing with someone, let someone know that you are on. We are about to up level your experiences on tonight. So you want to let someone know what they need to do to up their game, especially in these times that we're in. Please share this out with someone while I'm doing the same thing. And I'm looking forward to connecting with you. Also, if you would not mind saying hello to us, would love for you to say hello. Let us know that you're here. I'm still sharing. Hopefully, you are as well. I've got, I think, one more page to go to. Almost there. All right. How are y'all doing? Somebody say hello to me in the chat as you're coming in. We are about to have an amazing experience. And for those of you who end up listening in the recording, please say hello. Just let us know you're watching the replay. Would love for you to say hello. All right. I'm a little early, and that's a wonderful thing because most of the time, we're hoping technology works for us. So I'm so glad to be with you tonight. I'll give you a few announcements and that will take us up until the 8 o'clock hour. My name is Trenace Richardson and I am the founder of Real Women Rock, because we do. And you can find us at realwomenrock.org. Again, that's realwomenrock.org. We are a 501c3 nonprofit, and we exist to create safe spaces for women to do personal development work on themselves. So as you are trying to grow from the inside out, we are here to support you. And we do that through sister circles. Pre-COVID, we were hosting sister circles on a monthly basis in several cities and counties. And we were meeting monthly in person and having a wonderful time. And we were hosting virtual sister circles exclusively for our all access members. And they are women who have chosen to have a deeper level of community and connection with us. You can find out more about that at realwomenrock.org as well. So since COVID, we have all been meeting virtually, and it has been a wonderful thing to really connect with women from literally across the world. We've had women from Africa tune in. We've had women from Asian countries tune in, and then lots of women from different states in this country. And so we encourage you to join us, because our sister circles are just like our name. We are real. We make sure that we are connecting in a real way with you. And we have found that virtually we are able to connect just as meaningfully. You can try this out. This Saturday, we literally have a sister circle coming up this Saturday, November 21st at 11 a.m. It is going to be an incredible opportunity for you to grow and develop and connect with other sisters. We're calling it Party Canceled. And so if you feel like some things have been canceled this year for you, I have literally had events, engagements, parties, a lot of things have been canceled this year. We're going to talk about how, we could have a pity party about it all, but let's all just really insist on having some power over our pity parties. And we're going to help each other. We're going to just really share about it in a real, authentic way, give space for those who are going through, and then help support, encourage, and empower each other. So those sister circles happen once or twice a month. The very next one is this Saturday. You can find out all of that information at realwomenrock.org. I told you the announcements would take us right into the 8 o'clock hour. Come on in, let us know that you're here. This opportunity right now, whether you are listening live or on the replay, is our sneak peek into what it is like for real women to have real conversations. And so we give you every Wednesday night a real conversation with some amazingly real women who are doing amazing things in their lives, so that we can just have a real conversation about things that matter most to women. And so I am so excited and elated. I told her already, I'm fangirling it, because I'm gonna tell y'all my story about what she offers us in this space and time, and how I'm growing into it and learning so much about experiences and not just stuff, and how we have to value what really matters. And so I am extremely pleased to welcome Lisa Brown Alexander with us. She is a business guru, a consultant, a owner of a consultant firm in human resources, but she's also the founder proprietor of the Wellspring Manor and Spa. Beautiful place on luxurious spot in Prince George's County, Maryland. And so wherever you are listening to this from, as things are limited right now, I know she's going to share with us some of the ways in which they are still servicing their audience, but this is a place you want to look up and visit for all of the events that they have, and even when things open up, to get there and just experience what it's like to be in a lap of luxury. I'm just I look behind her, if you wouldn't. Look behind her and know that that's where she's talking to us from. Lisa, thank you so much for being with us. Would you mind, please say hello to everyone and share just a little bit about yourself with us, please?
I'll do that gladly. Thank you so much for the invitation, Dr.
Absolutely.
Richardson. I appreciate the opportunity to share this evening. I want to be sure we loop in our audience as well. And so I know we're live, but I just want to be sure that they're following along. We mentioned this evening that we'd be online. So just give me a second to get there. Well, I'm not able to get on live, but that's okay. I'm glad to be here nonetheless, and want to just share with you that you know I believe in real women. I believe in real Black women, and I am
Yes.
one myself. Have been one all my life. Um, and I'm just really excited to be able to share what my journey has been like, and it has not been perfect. It has been broken and bruised and battered along the way, but I'm here today, and I'm glad about it. And yes, I am the president and CEO of Nonprofit HR, which is a consultancy that works exclusively with the nonprofit sector. We're a 60-person firm, and we have employees all over the country, and really work with organizations to help them maximize their people investments. So
Mhm.
that's one side of my life. The other side of my life is Wellspring, what you see behind me. And this is the barn at Wellspring. And we are on 7 acres in Upper Marlboro, Maryland,
Mhm.
and are really we have determined that our purpose is to provide a space for restoration and relaxation and rejuvenation
Mhm.
to people who are looking to unplug,
Wow.
decompress, and relax, but to
Mm.
do so in a beautiful way. And
Mm.
so, hence the creation of Wellspring Manor.
Ah, and we need it. We
We
needed
do.
it before now, but especially in these days and times, we need. I love that it is an all-inclusive luxury, and I've seen and heard you refer to it as a sanctuary. I
Yeah.
absolutely love that, because I can imagine that your energy, your prayers, your all of the things that are inside of you are poured out into that 7 acres, so that when folks step on
Yeah.
to your property, they experience exactly what you need them to experience and what they need when they get there.
That's
I,
what they tell us. That's what they
yeah.
tell us, that when they get there, they feel different. Even
Mhm.
though they're right up the street in some instances, but they feel different, and that makes a difference for us.
Yeah, this is an opportune time with what you just shared about your HR consulting firm, your sanctuary of space that you're offering. You are busy, I'm sure, all of us, if we are, just praying prayers for those who have either lost jobs or are no longer employed, or really just trying to pivot and re-envision their lives, and maybe starting businesses. There's a whole lot going on, but for those of us who have been busier now more than ever, I can probably attest that you feel the same way. I would love to hear kind of what led you to this day, to this space and this time. What caused you? I'll maybe ask about both, because
Sure.
was there a reason specifically that led you into supporting nonprofits, and then what led you to Wellspring?
Yeah, so definitely. Let's start with nonprofit HR. So what led me to do that was um, my own career, having woven through nonprofit organizations early in my career, and with each of the organizations that I worked with, even though their missions were very different,
Mhm,
they shared the fact that they were nonprofits, but their focus was very different. One was focused in city government and city management.
mhm.
The other was a membership organization for symphonies across the country. And
Wow.
then the third one was focused on aging services and long term care.
Mm,
So, very, very different organizations. But what they shared in common was that their members, as well as the internal organizations, were in need of HR support
mm,
and couldn't get it at a cost that was reasonable and in a way that reflected the unique needs of nonprofits.
mhm.
And I said, why not? And then I went about the business of responding to that why not by creating nonprofit HR.
Wow.
If you take that dynamic and that formula, I essentially did the same thing with Wellspring. My
Mm,
husband and I traveled a lot, and we saw the opportunity to create a luxurious destination right where we live. We've
mhm,
both lived in Prince George's County for over 25 years, but the county lacked intimate, luxurious destinations.
mhm.
Got lots of big box hotels, the Marriotts, the Double Trees, the Residence Inn. We've got a lot of those. But what
Yeah.
we didn't have was something unique, upscale that reflected us,
Mm,
our food preferences, our
mhm.
culinary preferences, our artistic and social experiences weren't reflected. And so we said, why not?
Wow.
And so
Yeah.
Wellspring Manor and Spa
I
came.
love what I hear you saying is you were there to meet a need, that you
Absolutely.
you recognized that there was a gap, a void, a need for something, and you were there to meet it. And I think in this time of COVID and unrest and difficulty and challenge in so many different ways, those of us who are still pressing forward are continuing to do just that,
Mhm,
find ways to meet needs.
mhm,
And so whether it is for philanthropic purposes, or whether it is for entrepreneurial or economic pursuits, we are really just trying to fill needs that are out here right now, so that we can service others. So I love that that's what led you into both of your pursuits. We entitled this time, invest in experiences and not just stuff.
yeah.
And I'll tell you, I do my homework, and I make sure that for the 30 minutes that we're together, we have a good conversation that is relevant to exactly what you're doing, and with all of the places I could have gone with you, because you have accomplished so much. I really wanted to talk about this for personal reasons, Lisa,
Okay.
because because I have learned over time that I have wasted so much money on depreciating items,
Ah,
on
yes,
on
yes.
things that don't really matter, things I've only worn once, things I've forgotten about afterward, all of those kinds of things. I have spent lots of money on those things for various reasons. I thought I wanted it. I was trying to keep up with somebody's Joneses, all of those reasons. Spending money I didn't have, and I have grown slowly to appreciate experiences and things that are valuable longer. Their value outlasts the moment that I buy it.
Yeah.
Could you please just speak to the importance of investing in experiences and not stuff?
Yeah. So it's gonna be a little bit of a conflicting message, right? Because
Please.
I like nice stuff.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
do, right? I'm like you. I like beautiful art. I like beautiful things. But what I think most of us realize as we mature is the importance of the experiences over the stuff. Most of us have more than we need,
Yeah,
and certainly more than most of us want,
yeah.
right? We think we want stuff and then we get it. Like you said, you get it, you wear it for a moment, or you do it for a moment and then it's gone.
Mhm,
And I think what COVID has done for a lot of us is
mhm.
taught us that the things that we have, while nice,
Yeah,
and those things can be stabilizing, they're not everything. It's the experiences, the moments of being able to hug somebody and tell them you love them, or have a good gut busting laugh, or
mhm.
or to hear someone's voice, the sound of someone's voice, or hear them sing, or watch somebody's grandmama shout in church. Like those
Yeah,
are moments that we are longing for now, right? Those
yeah,
are experiences. It's those experiences that hold us together
yeah,
in the most difficult moments. And so I think having nice things is important, but at the end of the day, it's it's how we feel,
yeah.
right? That makes the difference. And
Oh,
so those experiences come from feeling that
mhm.
that comes from within. The stuff is external,
Yeah,
and it can burn up, it can disappear, it can,
mhm.
and that's not what's going to hold us together. If
Yeah,
when we're in a moment of need, we're not going to think about our red bottom shoes. We're
right.
not going to think about those.
Yeah,
We're going to think about the smell of food in the kitchen, or
mhm.
the embrace of a loved one. Those are the things that are going to hold us together.
Yeah. And I'm so glad that you gave that balance at the beginning, because this is what I'm learning. I'm learning that in order for me to really enjoy the material stuff, I love that. I just couldn't get off the word stuff, right? It
Yeah, no,
encompasses
I love it.
everything. So, in order for me to enjoy the stuff that I want, that I think I want to feel comfortable that it's not hurting me to purchase it, that I'm not spending money I don't have. I'm not going to, trying to decide whether I'm going to pay a bill or buy this thing,
Right.
all of those things. And so for me to invest, and I use the word invest on purpose, because typically when we put something in as an investment, we expect it or desire it to grow. We're willing to see the
A
growth and
return.
and a return
Mhm.
on our investment, ROI. And so I'm thinking much more now in my 40s about stocks and savings and and retirement and all of those things that would allow me. I haven't given up buying stuff. Amazon still comes to my house,
Yes.
but
I love Amazon.
right. But I love the word that you used, invest in experiences over stuff,
Yeah.
that we would set ourselves up so that the stuff that we want, we
Mhm.
wouldn't be, and I don't know if anybody remembers the layaway, but I remember the
Yes, of
layaway.
course. We know about layaway.
Kmart was my favorite place to lay away. And so that we don't have to do that, that we literally can have what we want, and pay for it because we fully already have the money. So I
Right.
love that you balance that well, because we're we're not trying to disparage anyone on either side. The
Okay.
idea is that we want to create those experiences that
Mhm.
you just talked about that allow us to feel. I love that.
Mhm.
So I
We
want
don't
to
feel
ask,
enough. We
yeah,
don't
go
feel
for it.
enough.
Say
We
it.
don't feel enough. We kind of just push through. And if you're busy and you're a mom or a spouse or just have other obligations, we don't take enough time to feel and experience and to
Mhm.
breathe. And one of the reasons that we've been very intentional about creating this very restful, kind of tranquil space at Wellspring is because we wanted people to leave with an experience.
Uh-huh.
Even if they came all alone,
Mhm.
which several of our guests have done, we
Mhm.
want people to leave feeling better,
Yeah.
feeling more grounded, feeling more at peace. Like I- I've watched guests come and say, "I just want to sleep."
Mhm.
I just want to rest, or they'll go outside and sit in the front and just I had one guest, and I won't name her, but she moved me. I This was before breakfast. She went outside, and we have some benches in the front of the manor,
Mhm.
and she sat outside and she went into worship
Wow.
outside, and there was no music.
Wow.
There was no organ playing, none of that stuff was going on. She literally sat in the bench and lifted her hands. And I watched her from the kitchen window, just watching her. What Forget her. It was an experience for me, just
Yeah.
watching her.
Yeah.
And so we have people come to us who are seeking to just unplug,
Yeah.
slow down, feel again.
Yeah.
Some folk have just turned it off and they get there and they realize that they needed to
Mhm.
thaw out,
Yeah. Yeah.
emotionally thaw out. And
Mhm.
so that's what we try to do at Wellspring.
Yeah. We don't feel enough.
Yeah,
I
you
love
know.
that. We
Mm,
don't breathe enough.
mm.
We don't we and those moments that you are creating, those experiences that you are creating there allow us the space and the time to
That's,
breathe more deeply,
that's
to spend that time. I love it.
yeah. Yeah.
I would love for you to share because just from the website you can confirm for me. I know that you are doing some things virtually, and as things open up, you're doing some things social distance wise events, but you haven't opened it up to the individual residents kind of staying. And so as a result, a lot of things are different. We're limited in where
Yeah.
we can go.
Mhm.
And so I'd love to find out from you what you would suggest someone who is investing in experiences and cultivating magnificent experiences for others. What would you suggest we do in this time of COVID to create quality experiences when we're so limited right now?
Connect with ourselves first and
Mm,
then with others, right?
yeah,
And I'm guilty of not picking up the phone enough. I can
yeah,
think of 3 or 4 girlfriends who I owe phone calls to.
yeah.
But that's what we need right now is to
Mm,
get on the phone, old fashioned or through Zoom if that's your
yeah.
platform of choice, and have a conversation and say, how are you? How are you
Mm, mm,
feeling? What's going on?
right,
Catch up, right? Because we can't go anywhere per se, or we're limited in where we can go.
right.
And so why not take this time to go deeper,
Yeah.
right? To go deeper with the people that we love. And one of the things that I find a lot of pleasure in is simple acts like taking a shower or putting lotion on my feet. I
Mm.
do a lot of things by candlelight.
Oh,
Taking a shower by candlelight,
yeah.
and don't throw lavender or eucalyptus in your shower because you'll have a whole nother experience. You
Let
won't
me
want to
tell
come
you,
out of the
you
shower.
just reminded me that I need to get in my bathtub. I shower every
Uh,
day, but I need to
yeah.
do it. That whole experience, I'm overdue.
Right in your home, right in your own home, right? And so
Yeah.
those are things that I would say do now while things are quieter. Have dinner by candlelight,
Mhm.
even if you are eating Chipotle.
Yeah.
Light the candles, turn on some soft music, and just and linger with your food. Like let yourself taste your food and don't rush through it and just those are the kinds of things that I encourage people to do. Those are experiences. That's not the stuff.
I love that because what it does is it I don't want to say challenges us. It encourages us to really appreciate the things that we normally skim past.
That's right.
We'd normally spend 2 minutes, 5 minutes, whatever, when we're rushing in the shower and
Mhm.
just kind of get in, wash, leave, that we would eat as quickly as we can in between Zoom meetings, and and or while we're while we're driving or while we're on the Zoom meeting.
Yeah.
Just we multitask so much that were we to take time and really enjoy, oh my God, this food really is good. Like it just really
And
in
even if it's not good, it'll taste better by candlelight. I guarantee
that's right.
it'll taste better.
That's the truth. You can make it better. So I would love for you, as it relates to, this has been so good. And this, it goes by really quickly. I only have a couple more things to ask you, and I wanted to check in with you to just see if for those who are really interested in doing something new and different,
Mhm.
maybe perhaps starting a business or
Mhm.
investing in experiences, maybe buying some art,
Mhm.
something that up levels their game of how they're living right now. Do you have any words of wisdom for us, that as we're venturing from where we have been into where we'd like to go? Any words of advice for us?
Yeah, I would say start small, right? So if you are interested in investing in art and have never done that before, don't go buy a $4,000 piece,
Right.
right? Start with something that might be maybe 400 and
Yeah. Yeah.
let it sit with you, try it on different walls and if you've never gone out of the country before, and this is
Mm,
probably a bad example because we're in COVID, but post COVID, if you decide that you want to travel
yeah.
and you're afraid to leave the country, go to Canada,
That's so
right?
good.
You don't have to go to Japan or Morocco.
Yeah.
Just go next door.
Yeah. That's so
Go
good.
up north, right? And small beginnings, there's a lot to be said for small beginnings. So that's what I would say. If you want to kind of change your experiences, you don't have to do something monumental. Do it in increments until your comfort level gets up there.
That is
And if
so
you're
good.
not risk averse and you want to just plunge in, then plunge.
Yeah.
But plan it, and so you're not wasting time or money. Think about what you want to do or where you want to go, and then do it. I
Mhm.
think one of the biggest things that we suffer from is fear, right?
So
So
good.
our fear holds us back from trying new things with new people in new ways at new times.
Yeah.
It and we miss out on experiences because of our fear.
Yeah, so good. Such good wisdom. Start small
Yeah.
and do something manageable to get your feet wet so that you can experience what it's like. And I would even say connect with someone who is doing what you're interested in,
That's right.
so whether they're already buying art or they already have ventured into the business area that you're interested in. And sometimes you don't have to know them personally, you can read about them,
That's
you
right.
can learn about them. So there are ways, there
Hmm.
are ways. Thank you for that. I know that with the limitations that you're experiencing, I've seen over the last few months that you've done some things virtually. Do you have anything coming up over the next couple of months as we're moving out of 2020, or are you anticipating anything coming in the coming year? Would you like to share website resources, events, anything you'd like to share with us now?
Sure, I'd be glad to. So coming up actually this Sunday,
Oh, wow.
November 22nd, is a gallery walk. So
Mm,
what's a gallery walk, you ask? That is an opportunity for you to walk through our space, the space that you see behind me, as well as the manor, to experience art. It's free. There's no charge, so there's no barrier to entry. The only barrier there's going to be is the mask that you'll need to wear when you come and visit, right? So we're having a gallery walk on November 22nd from 2 to 5 p.m. There will be timed entry if we have too many guests, but you won't have to wait too long. Our curator will be on site and he can talk with you about the art. Some of our artists will be with us. So that's happening November 22nd. And then on December the 6th, we're hosting a what we're calling our favorite things holiday pop-up shop.
Mm.
And so we've invited a couple of vendor friends of ours to come in and have booths and sell unique gifts that you can purchase for your holiday giving. And so those two events, that'll be December 6th, same time from 2 to 5. And then we're going to end that evening with the tree lighting and a little bit of Christmas carols and
Oh,
hot
wow.
apple cider and just, go old school.
That is beautiful. I've just put them in the chat.
Okay.
And tell us, Lisa, where do we go? Where's the best place if we had to give folks one resource to go and get more information?
It would be wellspringmanor.com.
Great.
So you can click on either our art galleries page for more information about the gallery walk or our events page for information about the holiday pop-up shop. We don't have too many spaces left. We are limiting the attendance just to make sure that we can socially distance. And so if you are interested in attending, you can also go to our Facebook page at Wellspring Manor and Spa, and you will see the event listed and the registration link will be right there.
That is perfect. Okay, I've put everything in the chat. This has been amazing. I am so looking forward. I'm hoping this Sunday, I'm going to hope to convince my husband to sneak away. We're going to put our masks on.
Yes.
Either way, I'm looking forward to seeing you there very soon.
Thank you so much.
My prayers are with you and your business and all that you put your hands to do. Thank you for being here.
Thank you so much.
All right. I thank you. I know you all have enjoyed this. This has been amazing. We will, and I'm sharing this with Lisa as well as you all. These are always posted on our YouTube page, and I'll share that link with you, Lisa, once it's posted. But you would go to do a search, Real Women Rock, on YouTube, and you would be able to find all of these links as well. And so we look forward to being with you every Wednesday that we have a guest. We'll be here next Wednesday to share with you a sneak peek into a real conversation with real women. Don't forget to join us this Saturday at 11 a.m. virtually. You can join our sister circle, and we would love to connect with you one-on-one. You can go to realwomenrock.org to find out that information, and check out wellspringmanor.com for Sunday's event at Wellspring Manor and Spa. Thank you all again and have a great night. Good night, Lisa.
Good night.
Good night.